Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to replace the battery on this MSI laptop. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look quick. So the battery, the customer told me, needs to be replaced, and that's what we're doing. I have another video, I think, showing how to replace the screen. I didn't take the motherboard out on this model, so I don't know what it looks like underneath, but all the upgradable parts, if I remember correctly, are all underneath the motherboard. So yeah, if you want to upgrade anything, keep in mind you're going to have to take the entire thing apart and pull the board out and all of that. Okay, anyways, so we're going to be using a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver to remove all the screws from the bottom. Alright, you want to keep them in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern I remove them. Alright, so you don't want to just throw them all in a container or bucket because sometimes they can be different size, shape, and lengths, and if you don't pay close attention and you do that, you can actually damage your computer, okay? So I try and avoid doing that. But yeah, unless I accidentally knock all the screws over, then usually I put the same screws exactly where I got them from, okay? So there we go. We're just going to get all these out. If this video helps you out, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade or repair their devices as well. And if it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living, alright? If you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. I also have another channel called It's Been Reviewed and More. Same profile picture, but zoomed in because it's a close look at things. Currently, those videos are on this channel as well, but eventually I'm only going to be uploading the new ones to that channel. So yeah, all right, there's a hidden screw under here. We'll remove that one last. All right, I noticed I also missed another screw towards the center of the laptop, so don't forget that one. Okay. All right, also there's a battery reset hole here. So this little hole right there with that little symbol, it's a battery reset. If for some reason the computer doesn't turn on, you can try pressing that, and sometimes that will get it to wake up. All right, usually I'll use like a small folded out paper clip and then press and hold that for about 15 seconds. You can obviously also use other small like little things that will fit there. I would also use sometimes like a sim eject tool. Anyways, we're gonna get this out. I don't know if I can just carefully peel off this factory seal sticker. Okay, I mean it's gonna just crumble, so I'm gonna just try and peel it up just so it doesn't look all gross with just a hole in it. Okay, so we're just gonna peel this completely off and throw it away. Okay, usually you can't really save these to put them back on. Maybe if you're super careful, but I don't know, it's very difficult to remove this without accidentally damaging it. You can see it's all shredding to pieces already. All right, or maybe you can, I don't know if it's zoomed out too far, but anyways, there we go. We got all of it off. It does leave like some slight residue, so you can actually see where the sticker used to be, but anyways, we got that out. We'll take this one last screw out. Alright, the screws all do seem to be the same size, shape, and lengths, but I always like to put back the same ones where I got them anyways. Alright, so now that we got that out, I'm going to carefully open this up slightly, and you can actually see the flexing of the thing itself already causes this to pop open, but normally I would get my fingernails in the gap there and then push with my thumb on the palm rest, okay, to flex it. Don't push on the touchpad, just on the palm rest area. Okay, but in this case you can see it kind of already popped up pretty simply. So we're going to go around to the other side. While we're pulling this up, I'm going to slide my fingernail in that gap there to release any other clips. There we go. We'll continue working our way around, up the side over here as well. Okay, oh, I missed a screw there. See that? It's very difficult to see these screws, so make sure you don't miss any. And go slow, don't just try and rip things apart, okay? So there we go. Now we can kind of lift this up even more. I'm gonna go over here, and I think this one had, okay, so this one, the clips actually go over to here, so I'm gonna slide my thumbnail into there. Again, you can use pry tools. Obviously you don't have to use fingernails, but if you don't have pry tools and you have time that you don't need to take it apart right away, then you can wait till your fingernails grow out, okay? Alright, anyways, there we go. Now that we unclipped all of that, we can easily lift the bottom cover off. It's a little bit dusty in here, so I'm going to clean this out real quick. Let me do that. I'm just going to use a toothbrush, brush it out, and then use an electric air blower to blow all the dust away from both sides. So I'll do that, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. We cleaned it up. Alright, so let's see in here. Pop this back out. Okay, you can see the bottom is much cleaner now. Okay, I don't know if I can get these dents out for them, but you can see it's much cleaner now. Oh, there's a little hair that was stuck in there, except for this stuff that's stuck there. Okay, so much cleaner now. We'll set the cover aside. Alright, anyways, we gotta disconnect the battery. So we're just gonna undo the screw here. Battery model number here is BTY-M6L. Okay, so if you're gonna replace the battery, BTY-M6L. Little piece of the plastic here that fell out. Okay, now that we got those, oh, actually there's 3 screws, so there's a third one here. I don't know if they're using adhesive at all, because the battery came with like a tool that usually is used to scrape up adhesive. So let's see. Nope, no adhesive. So what was that for? I don't know. All right, anyways, the speaker wire goes along there, so you do need to make sure to get that out. Okay, the speaker connects to the board here, but we don't really need to take the speaker out. We just need to undo the wire so that it's no longer routed over the battery, so that when we take the battery out, it's not going to get caught on it and rip something out. Okay, so we'll just get that out of the way. We'll zoom back out again so you can see the whole thing. Okay, and hopefully now we can lift this up and out of the way. Yep. All right, so now we can get this. You can see the battery connector. It's a little bit stuck in there a bit. So the way I get this out is you gotta kind of wiggle it side to side. So I grab as close as I can to the connector itself, and I'll just move it side to side like this while kind of pulling back. So just keep wiggling it. Oh, we're gonna have to remove this piece because it's in the way. So this is just held with adhesive. You can kind of just move it back like that. Okay. And we're just going to keep wiggling this as we pull. It's going to be difficult, so you're going to have to pull pretty hard and just keep wiggling, and there we go. And you can see how they put the connector. Make sure to take note. Red wires go towards where that little button is. Black wires go to the other side towards the trackpad. You can also see it has this little notch thing there and the raised pins that go face down. Okay, so here's the replacement battery. Okay. BTY-M6L. Okay, this isn't an official replacement. Okay, so you can notice it doesn't look exactly the same, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get this lined back up to reconnect it. Actually, I should stay zoomed in here, right? Okay, it's gonna be a little bit tricky to push this back in as well, so oh, that little rubber piece fell over. Anyways, we'll set that aside. We'll put it back later. All right, so we'll get in there. Okay, and then I try and again pinch both really close to the connector as I can towards the middle, and then kind of just wiggle as we push it in. It's very tricky to get this all the way in. Okay, but there we go. I use my fingernails at the very edge of the top of the connector over the wires, and then we'll just push it like that, and I think it's all the way in now. Okay, it's hard to tell because I can't see from the top, but you can see if you plug this one in, you can see where the black line ends, and that should be good. Okay, so now that we got that in, we're gonna zoom back out. We can go ahead and put this rubber piece back on there. Okay, I had the adhesive, I'm not sure which side is which. Okay, I think this side because it doesn't have any dust on it. So just get that in and stick that back down. Right, this basically helps prevent the battery from sliding itself back out. Okay, now we just got to get the battery into place here. Okay, line up the screw holes. Just like that, very simple. And then we'll get this wire all back in, okay? Get that over this, under this, over this, under this, over this, and under this one. Oh, I forgot. This wire goes up around this little thing over there. Okay, and there we go. That's pretty much in place. Okay, that just helps keep the wires a little bit organized. It's not really super important that you follow that. But make sure when you put the screws back in that you don't accidentally smush them in between and then put the screw through it, all right? You don't want to destroy the screw or the wires with the screws, okay? Especially this middle one since it goes around that piece. All right, pretty simple, straightforward. Get all the screws in. All right. And that's pretty much it. All right, make sure that this all lines up properly, okay? And we should be good to go. We can go ahead and try and turn it on now. If you're wondering what all these other connectors are, there's the wireless card here. This one, I didn't pay close attention, but keyboard most likely. Sometimes also the backlight connector. Actually, this is the keyboard connector here. So yeah, I didn't pay attention. I think this is touchpad, trackpad, and the SSD and stuff is on the other side. This looks like the SSD, the corner of it. And yeah, again, I didn't pay close enough attention. I should have. But if you want to see when you peel it up, you can go ahead and see what was connected down here. You can see there's a little connector here. Okay, this peels up and there's not really anything upgradable on this side. You do have access to the LCD LVDS connector here. If you're going to mess with that cable, make sure that you disconnect the battery and then press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds before pressing that button. Okay, when you peel this, be careful because if you just peel straight up, you'll end up tearing all of this stuff. So yeah, they make little cutouts here that make you accidentally damage things if you're not careful. All right, and then this little cable at the back here most likely is for the power button. So if that gets yanked out, keep in mind your computer's not going to turn on. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and get the bottom cover, back cover, whatever you want to call it, back on. Basically just line it all up. Actually, let me see if I can bend this at least a tiny bit here. I don't know about that. Yeah, no, because I need something to push into that, the back of it. I don't know. I can maybe with a hammer and let's see. I'm gonna try it with this popsicle stick and this rubber mallet. Okay, we got these portions. We'll just looks like it's kind of working. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's better, so we'll just leave it at that. I mean, that wasn't part of the repair they requested. It's not like it was causing any issues. It's just cosmetic at this point. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the bottom cover back on. Okay, sorry for that extra stuff. I'll line this up. Okay, click this all back into place, just like that, going across. Okay. Make sure it clicks in all the way. These clips are a little bit difficult to pinch in. Okay. Sometimes you gotta push this down and click it, and you can see now everything is lined up. Looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and get all the screws back in, and that's pretty much all there is to it. We'll go ahead and power it up as well, just to make sure it turns on. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Again, if it did, like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Again, if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. Again, I also have another channel called It's Been Reviewed and More. Same profile picture, but zoomed in. Yeah, because it's a close look at things. So, yeah, it'll really help me out if you could subscribe to that one. Hopefully within a year or two, that one will be doing well. And yeah, okay, we'll get all these screws in, and that's pretty much it. Oops, I skipped one here. Alright. All these screws in. I think this battery's a little bit thicker because the bottom portion here doesn't sit as flat. So hopefully the screws will hold it in nice and tight and isn't going to push on anything. There we go. Done. That's helping some clips go in. All right. Last 3 screws. And the last screw here. Oh, why is this one not going? Go. All right, we got it all reassembled. Let's flip it over, power it up, and see what we got. Might have to plug it in. Okay, I do see the light. It just blinked red for a second. So let's go ahead. Oh, actually, okay, it's blinking. It's red now. So hopefully that means it's turning on. I forgot to show there's also access to the CMOS BIOS RTC real-time clock battery on the bottom. Okay, I didn't show that. Okay, so the power light is on, but nothing is on the screen yet. We didn't really change anything with anything else. So, I don't know, caps lock light's not responding. Okay, maybe the battery's too low. Let's plug this in. Actually, it's the battery light or the power light's just power cycling a few times. So let's plug the, oh, okay. Did it act as a CMOS BIOS reset? The MSI thing just came on and then it turned off. So I think it's like the BIOS got reset. So there you go. But I'm pretty sure I saw like a separate CMOS BIOS battery on the left side underneath the motherboard. Anyways, looks like it's good. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, again, like, comment, subscribe. One other thing I highly recommend doing after any big hardware changes, I highly recommend restarting the computer one time, not just shut down, not shut down and turn on, okay? Actually click restart, because Windows 11 and even Windows 10, they have this fast startup thing where it doesn't actually restart all the system files. So you want to actually do a regular restart. So I would go to the little start menu here. Let me see if I can brighten this a little bit. Where's the function here? Okay, so push the start menu there, go over to this and restart. I mean, you can, if there's updates, you can update and restart, but just do a restart. And that's pretty much it. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.